I think before we go further about transition to name user, what we need to look into first is to look into the current scenario that we are currently in. So no matter where you are tuning into this webinar from, so I believe that some of you might be tuning in from your office, some of you might be tuning in from your own house, all right? Some of you might be also tuning in from your side office even. So it is clear that all of us are basically impacted by COVID-19. All right, and globally, we are looking at around 900 million people under global lockdown, as well as under restricted movement order. And this COVID-19 does not only impacted the architecture, engineering, construction industry, manufacturing industry, as well as media entertainment. But if you look at the small, medium enterprises, the other, industries, food industries, we are all impacted by COVID-19. All right, but of course, in Malaysia, I would say that we are blessed. We are blessed that our daily case has dropped to 2 digits. However, what we need to understand is that many companies are still taking precautious measures in resuming operation. All right, and some of the company might also still working from home. All right, and as we are adapting to the new normal, so what we need to have is basically we need access to tools and technologies to ensure that we have as minimum disruption to our work processes. All right, so what we do right now, so if you see our trend during the MCO and post MCO, I believe that we use online meeting platform. Everybody is using online meeting platform, regardless of Zoom, WebEx or Google Meet even, all right, to communicate. So we use our cloud drive, the Google Drive, all right. If you are working with BIM 360, you use BIM 360, and if you also have, your Dropbox, you can also use Dropbox for sharing data, as well as we are still relying on our email for our formal communication. But what we need to also emphasize here is this, that we in the AEC industry, okay, or maybe in the manufacturing industry, even our media entertainment industry, we still need to have access to our design and drafting tools, all right, to our collaboration tools that allow us to collaborate for these design and drafting softwares, all right, to allow us to stay connected to it. And based on the current scenario, all right, and based on the business climate that we see is changing. So there are three key issues that are trickling from this situation that we need to also ponder upon. So basically, number one is, one goal that we are trying to achieve while we are adapting is basically how can we maintain our productivity level. This would be the top priority for all companies. Okay, during MCO, there is this question of, okay, how we would be able to, allow access for this design and drafting tools to our team members, and this will also come into question where, okay, how productive our team members in using the application, can they get access to the product, all right. And number two is that the connectivity. So we need to connect to whatever technologies that we have, regardless of wherever we are. All right. So this is one of the biggest benefits of the name user model that we are going to talk more about today. All right. And again, it is not just in the current climate. Okay. We anticipate that user needs will also change permanently post MCO. Okay. And even when we resume normal operation. So because why? Because users now are more demanding in terms of the flexibility to work where and also how they want to work. All right. So before I jump further into transition to name user, I think it is best if we can talk about the concept of name user first. So the concept of name user is no longer new. In fact, if we look at our applications that we are using in our daily life, like Facebook, like Twitter, like Instagram, like even our Netflix and Spotify and etc. So our experience with this platform requires us two important key in order for us to use these technologies, all right? Or this is what we call as software as a service, all right? First and foremost, we need to provide our username, all right? Or if you don't have the username, we need to log in via our email address. Okay, what happened is that by signing in with the above credential, which is the username as well as the email address, okay, we can share our stories, we can share our events, life inspiring quotes, as well as like I think we are still in the Hari Raya mood. So we are even sharing our outfit of the day, okay, via all these platforms. And this platform is not allowing us to share our activities, what we are going to do in our daily life, but also what we are going to post it in our social media platform. But somehow this in a way define us as a person. All right. So some applications, if you are dealing with this application, it will ask you to pick your point of interest, like for example, fashion, sports, culinary, lifestyle, knowledge, okay, and others. And all access to this topic of interest can better be defined, not in the form of serial number, but in the form of user. So this is why, the technology that we are dealing with in our daily life is basically revolves around name user, your email address, okay, you as a person.